Hey guys, so I know I have so much to fill you guys in, and I promise I will do another video on that, but I'm going to be talking about how I went full-time with photography in a year and a half of starting my business. So let's go ahead and jump into this video and kind of give you guys some tips and tricks. If you are looking into starting photography or just like kind of like gambling with the idea, or even you know, if you're looking into starting some type of business, these will kind of apply still to you. So if you guys would like to know some of my tricks and tips, just keep on watching. Okay, so the first thing that I would say if you are looking to start photography is just to invest in a good camera. So my first camera that I ever used was a Canon 6D Mark II. That was my first camera that I ever bought. I got it off eBay. I think I got it for $1,000, and it came, I believe it was just the camera. It didn't come with a lens, it didn't come with a battery, like nothing. So, but that was just for the base camera. And little did I know, I didn't really do any research on cameras beforehand, and that camera actually turned out to be like one of the best cameras. So I was actually off to the, you know, right start, I guess, by having a good camera. If you cannot invest that much money into it, that is totally fine. I'm using the Canon G7x right now, and it still has the option to have manual. So manual is what you're gonna want to be able to mess with different settings to get what you want. Obviously, you can start on auto, you know, just to kind of get some practice taking pictures. But definitely if your camera has manual settings on there, that is gonna be what you want to basically just make your photography business happen. Without manual, I definitely would not be as far as I am right now. So definitely kind of looking into some cameras, but I started with the 6D Mark II, and that turned out to be a great camera starter for me. So if you're interested in that one, I'll go ahead and link it down below just in case you guys are interested in it. So another tip if you're looking to start photography is just to go ahead and practice. Do you hear me? Okay, so I would reach out to some of my friends and I was like, hey, like I'm looking to start photography and I just really need to practice. Like, would you mind getting in front of the camera just so I can go ahead and practice posing, practice like my lighting and my ISO and all that, you know, all the fun stuff that comes with photography. So I had my friend Stacy and Corey, I had Nate, my husband, I also had my friend Chase, and I had my friend Brooke, and you know, I just kind of like asked a whole bunch of people, and I was like, here, this is the time we can meet, let's meet here, let me just take your photos, I'll do it for free, I just need to practice. And they were so helpful and willing to let me start. So it was really fun. I got to kind of like play around with them and also just like have some like fun and quality time with my friends. So it worked out, it was really fun. And then my next step from there, after I started like, you know, getting a hold of my settings and kind of figuring out like what I'm doing, and understanding kind of the basics of photography, I went ahead and posted on some of the Facebook mom pages. So wherever you are, there is probably a mom page for your community. So let's say you live in Denver, Colorado. Let's say you live in Colorado Springs. Guarantee you, if you type in Colorado Springs moms, Colorado Springs ladies, there's going to be some type of a community Facebook page. Some people don't allow advertisement on it, but I believe since it would be a free service, it wouldn't count as an advertisement. But I posted on my local page and I was like, hey, I'm Kaylin. I am trying to start photography and I would love if I could have a couple people to step in front of the lens so I can get some more practice. I will give you 5 free photos for 30 minutes and the rest that you can pay for. So that was kind of how I started. And of course, everybody and their mama wants some free photos. And it was a lot of fun. I got to meet a whole bunch of people, and it was another really great way to get reviews. So on my Facebook page, I have, which I'll talk about, you know, like marketing and stuff later, but on my Facebook page, I went ahead and set up like a Kaylin K to photography. And then from there, I went ahead and set up reviews. So getting reviews was helpful in the very beginning because other people would find me through those as well. And also it just makes you a more credible photographer if you have people that are vouching for you. So, so basically I would give them their photos in a gallery. At the time I used I think it's just called like Pass Gallery, and basically it's for photographers to deliver photos. And so I went ahead and would send them 5 photos, but I strategically, you know, because I'm all about, you know, how to make a dollar, I would strategically not put the best photos in the 5 that were free, so that if they wanted the 5 free photos, they could get them. But if they wanted the ones that I was like, ooh, this is a good one and I know they're probably gonna pay for this one, I would put it in the locked I would put it in the locked gallery, and then they would pay for the photo. So that was another way for me to make money. So although the session was free and the 5 photos were free, if they wanted any more photos that were maybe better quality or just better pose or just a really sweet photo, they would need to pay for that. So sometimes people would tip me, and then on top of that they would also pay like $10 per photo. So I would be making like $70, $80 per session. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm rich. I was like, this is great. I was like, I'm just gonna do this for the rest of my career. I'm just gonna keep offering the free sessions and then just keep upselling. And obviously not gonna work forever. So I didn't do that for very long. I did it maybe for 10 families and 10 people, and then I switched over to charging. And so I charged very little in the beginning because again, I wasn't very comfortable with my photography and charging people like a boatload of money for sessions if I wasn't really confident in what I was gonna deliver. So everyone knew I was very new, so I only charged, I think, like $50. Like, it was super low, just to kind of, again, get my foot in the door. Start to my next point, marketing. Marketing is one of my favorite things to do. I love coming up with new ways to market myself, get my name out there. So I joined a lot of Facebook pages, like a lot of mom pages, and a lot of times, especially around the holidays, everyone's like, oh, does anyone know a photographer that can do fall photos for my family? Oh, does anyone have any photographers for my daughter's senior pictures? Oh, I'm getting married in 2023. I'm getting married in 2023. I'm looking for a wedding photographer. Does anyone know anyone? And that is a great way. Again, I comment on each and every post. I'm like, hey, blah, blah, blah. So nice to meet you. My name is Kaylin. I am a photographer in the blank area, and I would love to be considered. And so I would basically just, you know, kind of just reach out to everyone. And obviously sometimes people don't pick you, but sometimes they do, and it's really rewarding. But again, back to marketing. So Facebook, a really great outlet, but also I feel like everyone knows what I'm gonna say, Instagram. Instagram is really, like, it's a visual portfolio of your work. So I did a poll on my Instagram the other day for my couples and just people that follow me, and I was like, if you were to get married and you were looking for vendors, where would you go first? And I was like, Google, Instagram, Facebook, you know, just, you know, the knot, like the wedding wire, stuff like that. And it was like 90% of my votes were all Instagram. So Instagram is such a big outlet in order to get your name out there, because people can share your posts, people can comment, like, they can you know, repost them on their stories. So it is just really important to be active on Instagram. That is probably my #1. And also turning on your business analytics, so that way you can see like where your post is doing good and where it's not doing good. So I know that when I use my hashtags, I can see who came from those hashtags. So Instagram hashtags, tagging the location, tagging any vendors, or tagging your clients, because if you tag your clients, they're more likely to repost that, and then other people that they follow will see your work and then come to your page. Instagram, really helpful. Another thing, TikTok. I didn't think TikTok was gonna be like, you know, that big, and I've had a couple people book me. Like, I've had someone book me for their wedding based off of my TikTok, and I only have like 12 videos on there, but apparently the 12 videos that I was able to post and provide was enough for someone to say, I really like this person, I really think she's the one for me. And you know, a lot of the comments or that she was telling me was based on my personality, my smile, my just like, you know, outgoing personality. And again, that's all you need. That is literally all you need. You need to sell yourself in the most PG way ever. You need to sell yourself, because people are booking you for your work, but they're also booking you for you. So if you are, you know, not really showing your face on your Instagram or on your Facebook, people are like, who's the photographer? I see a lot of great work, but I don't really see any personality. I'm not connecting to the photographer. So I love to just share what I'm doing throughout the day. I love to share behind the scenes of my clients. you know, and that's just really, really helpful for them to be able to, you know, relate to me. So, but yeah, I also wanted to talk about my upgrade. So I upgraded my Canon 60 Mark II, my first ever camera, I would say a couple months ago, and I actually sold it to my sister who also is getting into photography. But this is my new baby. This is the Canon R6. It runs for about $2,500 on the Canon website. But this is a mirrorless camera. So basically mirrorless is, it's just gonna give you, it's more lightweight for sure. The other camera was a lot heavier. This one is more lightweight, but another great thing on this camera that I actually noticed that this camera that I'm shooting on does right now too, it has face recognition tracking. So where if I go this way, I see that my little dots around my face move with me. So it tracks my face to make sure that the video is always in focus. And that is another thing that this camera also has, where you can kind of like track your subjects. So I feel like this has helped my business grow to where it is now, because my photos are always in focus and I never lose my focus point. So let's say like someone is like running towards you, your camera is gonna track their face at all times to make sure that their face is in focus at all times. So I feel like that also really helped me. But all right, well, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really, really hope that this was somewhat informational. I have not been on YouTube in a very, very long time, so I hope that this wasn't so like chaotic. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys soon. Awesome. Thank you. Bye guys.